That's the Kaza town where we were staying. It looks like handful of grains have been spread over there. And this is where you get the stamps and you drop your letters in this box. But right now I don't have any stamps. We have climbed up to the world's highest village connected by a motorable road, that is Komik.
तो थोड़ा सा वॉशरूम का दिक्कत रहता है, बाकी तो सर रूम में हीटर लगे होते हैं, आपका बेड्स में इलेक्ट्रिक ब्लैंकेट लगे होते हैं, ठंड का तो कोई चांस नहीं है सर.
Welcome dear friends once again to my channel Pickleson Backpack, and in the previous episode we have seen how we reached Manali, crossed the Kunzumla and the Chota Darra route to reach Kaza. We spent the evening in the Daizor cafe having the Spitian food, and in the next morning we started for the beautiful Key Monastery, had a glimpse of history from the honorable lamas in the monastery.
सन 2000 में बन के तैयार हुआ.
अच्छा.
1996 से बनना शुरू हुआ था ना.
हाँ.
उसके बाद ये न्यू परेड हॉल. बाकी जो वो ये और ये पार्ट वो तो पहले 14th सेंचुरी का ही है.
बीच में मरम्मती का काम चलता होगा
इसमें. हाँ. इसमें अभी तक सिर्फ छत में काम हुआ.
अच्छा.
बाकी अंदर में तो बिल्कुल कुछ नहीं होता, तब से ऐसे ही है.
Our plan was to visit Kiber, Chicham and Tashigong, but we were semi-heartbroken when we came to know that due to road construction work being in progress, that trip was cancelled. But we did not lose hope, and in this episode we will see how we continued the remaining part of the journey to the beautiful side of the Spiti Valley. Be with us and be a part of this fun ride.
So after we came down from the Key Monastery, there was a diversion from where we are taking the uphill towards Langza, Hikim and Komik. We and all other tourists who came here this week could not visit the Kiber, Chicham or Tashigang. But let's see what's waiting for us in Langza, Hikim and Komik.
After having the wholesome brunch from the Key Monastery cafeteria, we started towards Kaza. And on the way to Kaza, there was a diversion towards the left where Archaeological Survey of India have planted a signboard that beautifully says that welcome to the fossil mountains of the Himalayas that emerged from the bed of Tethys some 25 million years ago. So Sonam took the road towards Hikim. Hikim was around 28 kilometers from the Key Monastery over those fossil mountains, and on the way we found a beautiful spot which is marked in this map as the Dharlangu statue point, from where we could get a bird's eye view of the Kaza town, and we could not resist from getting a stop over there before we head towards Hikim.
We have come up almost 1500 to 2000 feet high, and I can see some vultures flying high on the sky. We are on the way to Komik, the highest village connected by a motorable road. The only reason we stopped here to just to show you the view of the city of Kaza. So have a look. That's the Kaza town where we were staying. It looks like handful of grains have been spread over there, and our homestay is somewhere behind this hill, and we were able to see this graffiti from there. So this is the beauty, this is the height we climbed up within these few minutes, and we will be heading towards Komik. From there we will get down to Hikim, the world's highest post office, and then we will get down to Langza, have a view over there. That's the plan. Hope the route does not get blocked anymore.
क्यों?
हाँ,
यहाँ से
जिसको
कोई
बहुत जल्दी सुसाइड करना है या बहुत जल्दी काजा पहुंचना है वो यहाँ से कूद जाए.
नॉन स्टॉप शॉर्ट में जाएगा क्यों?
यहाँ ऐसे बोलते हैं ना, जैसे ज़्यादा जाना नीचे आके को
हाँ।
हवा खींच लेती अपने साथ।
लेकिन अभी तो हवा इधर की तरफ है। ये सामने वाला घर बोल
अच्छा
रहा हूँ
ये वो है किला टाइप था
हाँ
यहाँ के, जैसे अभी देवी देवता यहाँ रखे थे।
अच्छा
एंट्रेंस मतलब यहाँ ऐसे है कि गांव में हमेशा नीचे नीचे को रहेगा ऐसे, जिससे भूत प्रेत वगैरह होते हैं जो
हाँ।
उनसे थोड़ा सेफ्टी के लिए देवताओं को नीचे करते हैं, इससे आगे बाउंड्री क्रॉस नहीं कर सकते हो।
अच्छा
जैसे होंगे ना आपके पिशाच
हाँ।
भूत प्रेत।
ऊपर
यहाँ पे घोड़ों की रेस होती है ऊपर,
इतने ऊंचाई पे घोड़सवारी कॉमिक में
छोटी ब्रीड के नहीं होते जो
हाँ
त्रिमूर्ति घोड़े जो होते हैं,
अच्छा अच्छा अच्छा
बहुत तेज रहेंगे यहाँ,
हाँ वो जो बड़े बाल वाले
बड़े बड़े बाल होंगे,
हाँ।
अपने गर्दन से नीचे तो बाल लटकते
हाँ,
हैं,
हाँ,
उस टाइप के रहेंगे।
सही है
चलो लेटर पोस्ट करने में टाइम लगता है।
हाँ अभी चलेंगे वी आर गोइंग टू हिकिम वर्ल्ड्स हाईएस्ट पोस्ट ऑफिस टू post some letters, and before we move there, that is the old comic village.
After the small halt, we again started our journey towards the Hikim village. And on the way, I was wondering, what could be the driving factor of all these villagers to find such a rugged place on top of these barren mountains of Himalayas? The answer was simple. In the no aircraft era, the higher you stay, the more visibility you have towards an approaching enemy and more prepared you are. These villages are quite nice, but they spent a harsh time during the winter.
So we have finally arrived to Hikim village, and we will pay a small visit to the world's highest post office and try to find the way to post a postcard towards our home address. Let's see who reaches home first, the postcard or us. That's the Hikim village down there. You see, quite nice flock of birds are flying over the cultivation fields. I believe those are kind of pigeons. You not see how much you can see in this action camera. And this is the road towards Langza, the diversion. And yeah, someone is coming from Langza. And the road uphill takes us to the highest village connected by a motorable road, that is Komik. That's uphill at 15,000 feet. So let's see what's waiting for us. Some stalls are here and you can get the postcards. I got two with some messages, and now I am getting down to the post office. So this is the road map, and the road is quite bad. So the post office is over there. Hope my anti-grip shoe will come useful here. Did I say anti-grip? It will be anti-skate actually. If it is anti-grip, I will have a roller coaster ride to the post office. So these things you see on the rooftops, these are the winter protection, the winter insulation from the harsh snows, and addition to that it is giving you the food for the cattle during the winter weathers, because not a single haystack will be there on these mountain slopes. So whatever you can collect in this time, you have to collect and store here like this. And people are quite hardworking here. They are all prepared with their winter stock for their cattle, and as an added benefit to that, it's like as I said, the winter insulation. So around 50 meters from here, posting the letter will be a bit easier than reaching the post office, I guess. Let's see. Oh, it's like danger. Let's not take the shortcut. I will take the other way because this side is quite steep decline. I don't know. I have no idea how I am going to come back. Okay. I guess they have successfully posted their message and coming back. So this is the rule of walking on the steep mountain, and also the rule during the snow. You have to take the long route and you have to go on a zigzag way so that we don't slip. This is something which has come across, which we have come across in many of the treks. Whenever we tried to take the shortcut, we had to enjoy a roller coaster ride, and this time it won't be that fun. So we are almost there. That's the building, I believe. So as I said, posting the letter will be much easier than taking the downhill to this post office. And the winter stock collection is almost done for most of the households. This, I believe, was under construction. So if you see, these houses are made of mud. So instead of building it with cements and sands and concrete, this kind of mud constructions give you kind of insulation actually. So that's the letter box where people are posting and taking their selfies. 1 o'clock to 2 p.m. lunch and then 2 to 4.
Thank you.
So let's get the stamp and try to post it. This is where you get the stamps and you drop your letters in this box. But right now I don't have any stamps. So I will hand it over to the stall owners uphill and they will post it for me tomorrow. This is the altitude, 4440 meter or 14,557 feet. Hikkim. The pin code is 172114. Working hour is till 1 o'clock and from 2 to 4 o'clock. So right now it's a lunch break and we have to rely on a third party to get the letter posted. इतने ऊंचाई पे भेड़ों को चढ़ाने लाते हैं.
इससे भी हाइट में रहता था.
वो चरवा इधर ही कहीं सो रहा होगा.
ये जो छोटे वाले बकरे हैं ना, ये जो ब्राउन कलर, हाँ, ये अलग ब्रीड होती है, चीकू बोलते हैं हमारे इसको. ये बहुत महंगा बिकता है यहाँ पे.
उसके बाल के लिए?
बाल के लिए नहीं, इसका मीट बहुत टेस्टी होता है.
अच्छा अच्छा अच्छा. सिंग तगले मटन.
सिंग
तगले चिकन. और बोलिए भेड़ों को बोले ये मटन है. बस इनके नीचे थाली लगानी है, ऊपर से कुछ मसाले डालने हैं. साप्टा, मटन साप्टा. साप्टा और क्या मोमो था? किंग मोमो. आज के डिनर में टिन मोमो और सॉफ्टा।
ऑर्डर किया आपने?
ना अभी तक बोला नहीं। वो हाँ अच्छा बोल के रखना है।
मटन मिलता नहीं है ना, एक तो जैसे कटेगा वो हाथों हाथ बटेगा,
अरे बाप रे।
तो मटन नहीं रहेगा तो क्या फायदा फिर उसका। वो तो चलो ऐसे चिकन के साथ भी खा सकते हैं आप, चिकन मतलब
चिकन सॉफ्टा।
हाँ, चिकन का बढ़िया बना दिया अपना कोई,
हाँ,
जैसे हम राड़ा चिकन हो गया,
हाँ।
चटपटा जैसा बना दिया, टिन मोमो खा लिया साथ में। ये आ गया जो वर्ल्ड हाईएस्ट विलेज।
यही कॉमिक। So we will get down at world's highest village, and Hilltop Kitchen is the world's highest restaurant, and that is the one. After breathing in half a kilo dust through our nostril and swallowing remaining half a kilo of the same dust through our mouth in Hikkim, we have climbed up Iskomik. It's getting windy, so I don't know how much this dead cat can protect against the wind before it gets any worse. So behind me, whatever you can see is the Comic Gompa. Let's see. Looks like quite old. Wow, see the rooftop enforced with tree branches and tree branch, and on top of that there is a mud stuffing. There is a big courtyard and all the rooms for the monks surrounding the courtyard and the temple in between. Let's see how close we can walk. And that prayer flags over there, that's the same old belief to keep the bad spirit away from your habitats and fill the place with good energy. So I will have a small walk around, and before we leave for Langza, just have a cup of coffee and say goodbye to the world's highest village connected by a motorable road, Komik. See how beautifully carved those mountains are.
After sipping in a cup of tea in the Hilltop Cafe of Comic Village and having few photo sessions, we started our journey towards the Langza village, or commonly known as the fossil village of India. Why fossil village? They dig a road, they dig a field, they come across with the Jurassic era marine fossils around the village. Langza has another popular reason among the tourists to stay, and that is the Milky Way, which is best visible from the night skies of this fossil village. If you see carefully, these mountain villages, all the houses are south facing to allow the maximum sunlight and they are having a mud wall and a haystack covering on the rooftop that gives them kind of protection against the quickly losing heats in the winter.
I'm at the beautiful Langza village, the fossil village of India right now. The village is quite downhill over there, and that's the one, the Buddha statue, which is protecting the village from the bad winds and the bad spirits. So we will have a walk through this road to that statue. More than the Buddha statue, I have an interest of getting a 360 panorama view. So Hikkim was over somewhere there. Komik was top of the mountain. Kaza is downhill here. This is the Langza Buddha statue. And Tashigang, which we missed, was on the other side of this hill. Yeah, on the other side of this mountain. So from Tashigang, actually, the reason I was more interested to visit Tashigang is we get nice view of those steep peaks. Those are, some are in India, some are in Tibet, and it's like a Indian-Tibet border. The natural defense our country is getting from Tibet. So overall, experience is a mixed bag. Langza, super hit. Komik, super hit. Hikkim, it's okay. And Key Monastery was quite a good one. And yeah, the disappointment was we could not visit Gete and Tashigong. So that gives us one more reason to visit Spiti Valley again, and that time we will have a purposed visit, and of course we are not going to cross Kunzumla twice. Next time we will come via the Pio road, the Rekong Pio, Nako, Tabo to Kaza. This part of the trip is called road blockage. They are doing some kind of construction work over there, and that is the reason we could not go to Langza directly in the morning, and hopefully they will allow us to get back to Kaza soon. So let's wait and see how long we have to do that.
After the road blockage got cleared, it was our time to return back to the Kaza town, and this part of the day's itinerary was quite scary one because of the spaghetti-like sharp descents through the gorge where a single vehicle could pass through those kind of muddy and dusty roads, and we were having frequent encounters with motorcycles and cars. and with a constant fear of dropping gravel from the uphill. The stones that accumulated across gave us a chill, like, okay, this can happen to you also. But towards the end, we reached Kaza, and in the evening, we had a nice walk around the town and few chit chats before calling it a day.
Day 3, 14th of October in फुलजुंग होम स्टे काजा। और ये है अपना होस्ट सोनम भाई। सोनम भाई अपना नंबर भी दे दीजिए इसमें।
सर मेरा नंबर है 8988355559, ये मेरा व्हाट्सएप नंबर है। और दूसरा जो जियो नंबर है वो 82 198 10 705, प्लीज़ कॉल करना इस पर।
तो ये नंबर मैं डिस्क्रिप्शन में दे दूंगा। इनका गेस्ट हाउस जो है ये बहुत ही अच्छी जगह पे है। इट इज़ जस्ट ऑन द बैंक ऑफ द स्पीति रिवर and you will get all cozy homely treatment here. So let's show you one glimpse of his kitchen setup. So this is the wash machine. These are the kind of rooms, and this is the common room. This is the kitchen setup. Hello everyone.
আমরা এটা একটা এসি ব্যবস্থা বাড়িতে করব যাতে সবাই মিলে এই কাঠের জাল দিয়ে এসি বানানো যায়। নিউ ইনভেনশন।
না তার আগে সিমলা একটা জমি কিনতে হবে, জমির ওইখানে বাড়ি বানানো।
This is the famous Spiti oven. It's a radiator cum oven. So they use cow dung to as a fuel here, and it keeps the entire room warm. Not only that, this chimney that climbs upstairs, that goes through the first floor room, and that room is also warm when it is lit. So in the harsh winter condition, you know how to survive here. So this is the living room for everyone, where entire family comes, do a chit chat, and they are more or less homestuck throughout the harsh winter snow times. So when the snow melts, they again get out. So it's quite difficult to live here, but people find their way to do it. So let us have the warm guest breakfast, and after doing that we will quickly pack our bags and head towards Pin Valley. So this is the aloo paratha with mixed pickle, and you get a cup of tea like this big soup bowl.
আসছি সবাই এই সঙ্গীতার এই জিনিসটা খুব দরকারি আমার ছবির জন্য।
सोनम भैया के यहाँ पे इनके जो शेफ़ है वो अभी छुट्टी पे है, टूर्नामेंट खेलने गए हैं, बट ही इज़ क्वाइट जनरस। ये खुद खाना वाना बना के हमें परोस रहे हैं, और इनके कोजी किचन का वीडियो तो अब देख चुके हैं। तो ये बहुत ही नाइस एक्सपीरियंस था। बहुत अच्छा चीज़ ये था कि इनका जो रूम है, यहाँ से आपको एकदम 180 डिग्री व्यू मिलेगा स्पीति नदी और पहाड़ का। तो हम तो बिस्तर पे लेटे लेटे ही एकदम पूरा मज़ा लिए व्यू का सुबह सुबह, क्योंकि यहाँ पे काजा में सुबह सर्दी इतनी ज़्यादा रहती है कि धूप निकलने से पहले बाहर निकलना थोड़ा मुश्किल होता है। उसके बाद आप आराम से लाइट जैकेट में घूम सकते हो। तो सोनम भैया यहाँ के जो होस्ट है ये बताएंगे कि ये अपना होम स्टे कितने दिन का है और ये क्या एक्सपेंशन कर रहे हैं अभी।
सर मेरा जो होम स्टे वो हमेशा 12 महीने खुले रहते हैं जी यहाँ पे, और समर में भी विंटर में भी। विंटर में मैक्सिमम बहुत सारे जो टूरिस्ट जो नीचे के आते हैं तो थोड़ा सा वॉशरूम का दिक्कत रहता है। बाकी तो सर रूम में हीटर लगे होते हैं, आपका बेड्स में इलेक्ट्रिक ब्लैंकेट लगे होते हैं, ठंड का तो कोई चांस नहीं है सर।
तो आपके यहाँ पे भी क्या वो ड्राई टॉयलेट का बंदोबस्त है?
नहीं सर, मेरे यहाँ पे अभी जो नया बना हुआ इसमें वेस्टर्न चलेगा सर्दियों में भी। वेस्टर्न टॉयलेट के सामने मैंने एक कमरा बनाया हुआ है जिसपे सोलर पैसिव की वजह से वो
गर्म
रहेगा, तो इस वजह से वो नहीं जमता। और जो मेरे कमरे का जो वॉशरूम है वो मतलब मड हाउस होने की वजह से, जहाँ फैमिली रहने की वजह से कुछ एक वॉशरूम जमते नहीं विंटर में। 4 एक वॉशरूम हमेशा विंटर चले रहते हैं सर।
हाँ, तो ये एक अच्छी बात है। यहाँ का जो घर है ये मड हाउस है, मतलब इसके बाहर ही जो परत है ये मड से बनाया जाता है। ये आपको सर्दियों में इंसुलेशन देते हैं। और ऊपर वाले जो पहाड़ों के ऊपर जो घर है उसके ऊपर आप देखें, ऊपर जो घास और जो भी हर्ब्स है वो बिछाया जाता है ताकि सर्दी में जो बर्फ़ गिरता है वो उससे आपका घर को थोड़ा इंसुलेशन मिले, थोड़ी सी गर्माहट हो, क्योंकि वो बहुत ज़्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है। यहाँ पे सर्दियों में टेम्परेचर -30, -35, 40 के आसपास भी पहुँच जाता है। सो इट इज़ क्वाइट इंपॉर्टेंट टू हैव दिस काइंड ऑफ कोजी सेटअप लाइक दिस। रूम के अंदर का भाग तो मैं आपको दिखा चुका हूँ। ये बहुत ही अच्छा जगह है। आप अगर काजा आओ तो इनके फुलजंग होम स्टे में रहना कंसिडर करो। अभी सोनम भैया ने जो नंबर दिया वो मैं नीचे लिख दूंगा डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में, तो इनको आप डायरेक्ट कॉन्टेक्ट कर सकते हो। सो थैंक यू फॉर बीइंग विद अस। थैंक यू सोनम भैया।
थैंक यू सर।
So it's time to say goodbye to Kaza. All our bags are packed and we are ready to go. So we are starting towards the Mood village in Pin Valley. This was Fuljung Homestay and that's the view we were enjoying.
तो ये हमारा स्पेशल जो पोशाक होता है जो शादी के लिए पहनी जाती है, इसको बुर्गू कहा जाता है और इसको गेंजी, और इसको उल्टी कहते हैं, इसको घंगू। तो इस तरह से जो है इस ड्रेस को पहन करके हम जो है अपने मतलब ट्रेडिशनल पारंपरिक वेशभूषा में हम जो शादी के लिए जाते हैं।
Many people usually say that okay, the postcard never reaches your home, and people doubt whether there is any kind of shipment from that remote area. But let me tell you that we got ours delivered. From the stamp, you can see that faintly the Hikkim from Lahore and Spiti is visible. And this is the same card I posted from there. Thank you, Indian Postal Department, for this wonderful gift ahead of Christmas.